Okay, so here's the plants we planted so far. First off, they did finally finish the mulch and the rock work over here, which is good. We originally had 4 burning bushes on this wall here, but one of them died a little while ago, so we recently replaced that. Here's the new one. And this area does get just a ton of sunlight. Normally it's just the time of day, so they're really, really happy over here. These plants here were already here, but they're either kind of a type of woodland sage or vervain. The phone says it's both, so I'm not sure which. Little type of lily there. And then another of the sages, a couple of them there. This here is a Russian sage, so that'll get pretty big. That is called a bloody cranesbill, which puts out those little pink flowers. And ever since we took out that other tree, it just loves all that sunlight, so that's good. Here's a little type of dianthus that we got here. Same thing, it used to be in the shade, we moved it. It really loves the sunlight. And then here are 2 different kinds of meadow sage. This one gets white flowers, this one gets purple. Gonna check and see if we trim those stems off, if they'll rebloom again too. Got a couple holes because we have some lavender coming. It was supposed to be here this weekend, but it didn't get here yet. And over here we have, here's a little, I think it's a blue spruce. It's a little baby spruce tree that grew from a seed on its own. So we rescued it and put it in a pot. This is my one and only columbine that's still alive. And then here we have garden speedwell. Or actually, I'm sorry, it's called common speedwell. So it's like a little, it's a little ground cover, and it produces these tiny little blue flowers. It's really pretty. But those, we had to move out of the shade also, and so those got divided up quite a bit. That's why they're so small right now. This is a kind of little box elder bush, little box elder bush that'll get about 2 feet big. Put one on each side there. Then we bought some asters this weekend. Put the asters out. Then over here, bought some mums from King Supers last year that actually survived the winter, so we just put those out. This is multicolored mum. Then we have more of the common speedwell there. Another aster. And then we bought some red mums this weekend too, because they were on sale. And more of the same stuff over here. We got another Russian sage. Here's another either woodland sage or another vervain. And this one was one plant that kind of separated and divided apart when we were moving it. So it's the same plant that we put in a few different places here. This is actually cat mint, which has started growing on its own, and we moved it because it's supposed to have direct sun. And same, more of the speedwell over here. Another little sage. Here's one of our other burning bushes. And this is called a cotton Easter. We just got that this weekend, but it'll get to be pretty wide, like 3 to 5 feet wide bush, but only 1 to 2 feet tall. And then we got 2 of the same kind of rose bushes. And put one here and one there. And they're like a compact kind of rose bush that will spread out a little bit wider, but it doesn't get that tall like a regular rose bush. Then we have two more of the meadow sages back there between those trees. And then we got another little barberry bush that we put right here. In this area, we'll get lots of sunlight here starting in about an hour, so they get sunlight throughout the end of the day. More of the little sage that came apart. And again, they don't look like they're doing good, but when we first planted them, they didn't have any leaves at all, and now they're sprouting leaves, so they're coming back. That's what they'll look like once they do come back up. And I think this is actually a vervain. More that we trimmed back, again, so they'll rebloom and regrow. And here's that other cat mint that had originally started growing on its own, and its seeds were what made the other one. So we had to trim this one back because of the work that they were doing, but it's already coming back, and you see it's already got little flowers again too. And that's what we've got planted so far.